Dave Nye is his maintenance manager, and he worked on getting a camera up at Senium Pass. It was early days of the internet, so he was posting the image, and it was really popular.
When I came to ODOT in 1997, I was hired to essentially be the content manager and organize the rapidly growing ODOT website. We had a lot of people putting things online for the first time. We had traffic cameras, and we had weather stations that did automatic text reports. So I saw that as an opportunity and started to put it all together.
As we started adding a few more cameras around, we started putting that together into what we call Travel Advisor. It was a predecessor to TripCheck.
Nothing but a set of web pages that pulled in data that was current, real basic, primitive 1990s stuff.
We're one of the first states to really figure out how to get like a camera image back from a mountain pass. At that time frame was not a small feat.
Search engines were in their infancy. We did not buy a domain name for this. I just called it the Travel Advisor, and we just put it in among the other pages with the ODOT website. Just put it out there to see how this would work and let people find it naturally. One server, one box ran the whole thing. And then we had a snowstorm in Portland, and I had this Travel Advisor with cameras around Portland. And we got hit so hard, the figures I heard were when it exceeded 1 million that day, that the server just seized up. I mean, just could not handle that traffic.
I think the old phrase that says a picture's worth 1,000 words is just definitely true here. We can tell people about road conditions, but they want to see it for themselves. They want to make their own judgment about how bad it really is. What's the road actually look like? And so that camera provided that for the first time. And you think about how innovative that was 25 years ago.
It was an example of how word of mouth and just people sharing links spread so quickly. It showed us the power of this tool, the hunger for this road travel information, to get it live. That led, as ODOT put together an intelligent transportation systems group, to start looking at technology and ways to help people get around and make the whole system more efficient by arming people with information. They started to put together the TripCheck program, and they started to build that.
Fortunately, ODOT has a great tool for drivers who must be out and about during winter weather, TripCheck. Many Oregon drivers already know about this service, but we still get letters like this. What is TripCheck? How does it work? And where can I find it?
Folks who have been around a while remember AOL, dial-up internet. The bandwidth was very low, and so trying to design a website that contained this kind of live information but was also responsive over low bandwidth connections. So there was some art to that, to try to build that.
Basically, we turned off the Travel Advisor and replaced it with TripCheck, and it has grown from there. And this is, of course, a leap beyond the technology I was using.
ODOT has added a new interactive map to TripCheck, giving you more navigation options. Before you begin, make sure to maximize your browser window for the full featured experience.
There's a lot of different technologies behind it, and it's an aggregation of data from multiple sources.
Far more robust capabilities, more information. We have dispatch centers actually feeding live information on traffic incidents.
Early years, it was somewhere under 100 cameras. Today, we're over 600 cameras.
And the Rogue Valley Expressway will soon have traffic cameras installed. ODOT says the smart upgrade will help drivers access important information so they can see what's happening on those highways.
I think it was just a brilliant move to get that going so early in the days of the internet. And we're still using that system today, and people use it like crazy.
ODOT is reminding you to plan ahead for winter conditions. Their TripCheck website is a great tool for the winter warriors. You can check road conditions, closures, and if you're like me, check the road cams just to see what it's looking like, even if I'm not driving. I love daydreaming about the snow on those weather cams.
Last year, we had over 28 million sessions on TripCheck, so the usage has continued to climb.
It's hard to believe it's been 25 years, and this is the result of something that I was tinkering with more than a quarter of a century ago.
I do think when I look back at my career and things I've been involved with, it's one of the things I'm most proud of. It's something that the majority of Oregonians utilize and still utilize today. I'm very proud of that, the fact that that's really stood the test of time. 25 years of work on TripCheck, it's been a fun journey.